Hello, my dear students. Today we are going to solve rectification of errors June 2024 question paper, question number 2A, which was asked for 12 marks. So let us start. Question 2A. The trial balance of Mr. Sarvesh as on 31st March 2024 did not tally. So they have already prepared the trial balance and difference was posted to suspense account. So whenever I am not able to pass the journal entry, I can use the suspense account for debit or credit. On a scrutiny of the books, the following errors were detected. First one, total of sales returns book. Sales returns book means what? The customer is returning the goods back to the business. So goods is coming in. So sales returns book is always shows which balance? Debit balance. So total of sales returns book for January 2024 has been casted. Casted means total. Total short by rupees 1000. So sales returns book always shows debit balance. Debit side total short casting is done. So 1000 we have to debit it back to the sales returns. So the journal entry will be sales returns account will be debited. No other account is available to pass the journal entry. Then we can use ultimately which account? Suspense account. So the entry will be sales returns account debited to suspense account 1000. Here we will debit the sales returns account because sales returns account is a real account where goods are coming back to the business. Debit what comes in, so sales returns account debit. Another account is not available, so we will use the suspense account. Second entry, freight paid for installation of a machine. So this freight expenses paid for what purpose? For installation of a machine. So it is a capital expenditure which has to be debited to which account? Machinery account. Rupees 6500 was posted to the freight account. They have wrongly taken it as a revenue expenditure and that too amount is how much? 5600. Actual freight expenses how much? 6500. So machinery account should have been debited by 6500. Freight account we have to cancel. Remaining difference of 900 will be credited to suspense account. So the entry will be like this. See, machinery account debit. This is the correct entry 6500. What they have done? Freight account debit 5600. Amount is also important. Careful. So we have to reverse this wrong journal entry. So freight account will be created 5600. Now what is the rectification entry? Entry number 1 plus entry number 3. Entry number 1 machinery account debit 6500. So similarly entry number 3 freight account credit 5600. My journal entry is not yet tallied. My debit is 6500, credit is 5600. So still I require a credit of how much? 900. This 900 I am not available with any account. So I will use which account? Suspense account for completing this journal entry. Easy question. So you have to be careful. Machinery account, freight account, and this amount is also very important in this second entry. Third one, goods of value of rupees 2500 returned by a customer. So it is a sales returns were entered in the sales day book. They have taken it to sales day book. Sales day book ultimately transferred to sales account credit side and posted therefrom to the credit of his account. So customer account is correctly credited later on. So let us see how to rectify this. Entry number 3. So correct journal entry is sales returns account debited to customer account. What they have done? They have credited the sales returns and they have credited the customer also. So let us reverse this entry. So sales account debit, customer account debit. Here both the accounts were credited and I will reverse it by debiting both the accounts. Now see, sales returns account debit. So sales returns account debit. Sales account debit. Sales account will be debited. Customer account credit, customer account debit. So it will get cancelled. So customer account will not appear in the rectification entry. So only two debits are available for me to pass the journal entry. Ultimately, I can use which account? Suspense account to credit the entire amount of 5000 rupees. Easy point. Point number 3 is over. Point number 4. Rupees 18,000 paid for purchase of old motorcycle for personal use. This is very very important. The proprietor is purchasing the motorcycle for what purpose? Personal use. Personal use means it is called as what? Drawings. So drawings account should have been debited. Use of Mr. Sarvesh Kumar was debited to conveyance account. By wrongly they have debited it to conveyance account. So let us see the rectification entry. Point number 4. Drawings account should have been debited. They have debited the conveyance account. Reverse this wrong entry. Conveyance account will be created. So now only see the entry number 1 and entry number 3. So drawings account is debited. Drawings account debit. Conveyance account is created. Conveyance account is created. So my journal entry tally. No using of suspense account is required in this journal entry. So let us move ahead. Point number 5. A purchase of 6,700 had been posted to the creditor's account as 6,000. So whenever we purchase a goods, what is the journal entry? Purchase account debited to creditor's account. So how much is my purchase? 6,700. But while posting it to the creditor's account, we have taken it as only how much? 6,000. So let us see the rectification entry. Actual credit to the creditor should be 6,700. What they have done? Only 6,000 they have taken. So reverse this entry. Debit it. So now see, creditor's account credit 6,700, debit 6,000. So which one is higher? Credit is higher. So creditor's account will be credited. But by how much amount? 6,700 minus 6,000. Credit minus debit. 700 we have to credit to the creditors. Which account I have to use for debiting? We will use the suspense account. Okay, easy one. Next one. Point number 6. Receipt of cash rupees 5,000 from Avinash was posted to the debit of his account. Very very important. Whenever a cash is received from any person. So what is journal entry for cash received from Avinash? Cash account debited to Avinash account. Cash is a real account. It comes in. Avinash is a personal account who is a giver of cash. So cash account debited to Avinash account. So what they have done? They have debited the cash account correctly, but while crediting the Avinash account, they have written the amount on the debit side of the Avinash account. So how to rectify this? See here, consonant on this entry. Mr. Avinash account should have been credited, but what they have done? Avinash account debited. So if I reverse this entry, Avinash account will be created. Now entry number 1 plus entry number 3. Avinash account is created once. Avinash account is created twice. So two Avinash account 5,000 5,000 I can write, or else combined one. Two Avinash account entire 10,000 will be created. None of the account is available for debiting, so I will use the suspense account. Easy entry. Point number 7. A check of rupees 2,500 received from Mr. Alok. Check received from Alok. What is the journal entry? Bank account debited to Alok account. So Alok is the giver. Bank will realize the check amount. So bank account debited to Mr. Alok had been dishonored and was posted to debit of Mr. Ashok. So when the check received and it is dishonored, the entry will be reversed. Alok account debited to bank account. So Alok account should have been debited, but they have wrongly debited which account? Ashok account. So we will credit the Ashok account and we will debit back the Alok account. Simple entry. So see here, point number 8. Alok account should have been debited. They have debited the Ashok account. Ashok account I will reverse it. Debit है तो we will create it. So ultimately Alok account debit, Ashok account create. Simple one. Point number 8. Sale of 8,500 rupees to Mr. Deepak was recorded in the sales book correctly. So there is no mistake. Deepak account debited to sales account. While posting in the ledger credited to his account. So actually whenever the goods are sold on credit, Deepak becomes our debtor. So his account should have been debited, but wrongly they have credited his account. So how to rectify this entry? See this. So Deepak account debit 8,500 होना चाहिए था. What they have done? Deepak account credited 8,500. So ultimately I have to reverse this entry. Deepak account debit 8,500. So entry number 1 plus entry number 3. So Deepak account debit, Deepak account debit. So twice we have to debit the Deepak's account. So Deepak account debit 8,500 plus 8,500, that is 17,000. So which account I should credit? Suspense account will be created. Okay, simple one. Ninth entry. Total of discount allowed column. Discount allowed. It is a expense for the business. As per nominal account, all expenses should be debited. So discount allowed column in the cash for the month of December 23 amounting to rupees 3,800 was not posted. The discount column of the cash book has to be transferred to discount allowed account, which side? Debit side, because it is a expense, but they have not yet posted this 3,800. So now we will post it. Discount allowed account will be debited. If none of the account is available, I will use which account? None other than your suspense account. So this will be the journal entry for your point number 9. Easy one. Point number 10. Sale of old office table. Old office table. It is a fixed asset. For rupees 2,200, treated as sale of goods. Goods is my current asset, right, which is purchased with the intention to resell. So whenever an office table is sold, what is the journal entry? Cash or bank account debited to office table account. But what they have done? Cash account debited to sales account. Sales account can be used only for which purpose? For goods sale, not for the fixed assets sold. So the rectification entry will look like this. Office table account should have been created, but they have created the sales account. I will reverse this entry. Sales account will be debited. So office table account is created, sales account is debited. So sales account debit 2,200, office table account credit 2,200. So these are your rectification entries. In your examination, all this rough work you can do it in the last page of your answer sheet. In the main answer, you have to directly write the only rectification entry with narration. What narration you can write? Narration is simple. Whatever is given in the question, same sentence you can write it. Write being so and so. Whatever it is given in the question, same sentence also you can mention it as a narration, or you can write it some brief narration for the entry. That much is sufficient. You have to write it in the format of a journal entry. Only these rectification entries, last entries, you have to mention it in the exam main answer. These all workings will be done in the rough work. Okay, this is the end of your question number 2A of June 2024 question paper. Next video we will solve the question paper of September 2024 question number 1C, which was asked for only 4 marks. Okay, chalo.